With Super Dragon Ball Heroes Anime Episode 12 on the horizon, scheduled to be released later on this month, we have brand new spoilers and a summary for the upcoming Super Dragon Ball Heroes manga, which showcases the ultimate conflict involving God of Destruction Toppo, Super Saiyan 3 Cumber, Grand Priest Goku, and many of the characters involved in the Universal Conflict arc as led by Heart and Son Goku in their battle against one another. We have more information and light having to be shed as to what is to be expected in the Super Dragon Ball Heroes manga and what is ultimately to be expected in the Super Dragon Ball Hero anime episode as well. As once more before we begin, if you are new to this channel and have a love and passion for anime and Dragon Ball, then don't forget to go on ahead and smash that subscribe button and turn on all notifications to never miss a single upload, and be sure to go on ahead and give this video a thumbs up by slapping a big fat like down below. Now, we kick off the Super Dragon Ball Heroes manga chapter number 6 special with Heart's merged Zamasu, Kamen, and Orin having to stand before the Supreme Kai, Vegeta, and Grand Priest Goku following the events of Toppo and Dyspo having to be utterly annihilated. Now, from the get-go, Grand Priest Goku wastes absolutely little time by transforming into a Super Saiyan God and directly focusing on Heart, as the first thing Goku does is take charge in directly pursuing Heart. But in the meantime of Goku having to do this, Heart lets out a few attacks that ultimately do end up missing Goku, but just because Heart ends up shooting Goku does not mean that Heart is the only person here primarily focusing on Goku. As Cumber ends up doing the exact same thing, Super Saiyan 3 Cumber charges right in and delivering an elbow shot to Super Saiyan God Goku, which causes Goku to go flying out in the distance until he comes zooming back in with Super Saiyan Blue. And after Goku goes blue, Cumber immediately recognizes Super Saiyan Blue and Goku as a whole as he fought him previously before, as we finally get to bear witness to Super Saiyan Blue Goku versus Super Saiyan 3 Cumber. And to the extent in which we've seen during the prison planet, it looks like Goku is able to hold his own against Cumber now in comparison to what we've seen Goku do before. Now, either A, Goku had gotten a huge power increase, or B, Cumber is somehow weakened from his fight against Toppo and Dyspo, which doesn't seem to be the case. But as Orin looks on, he notices that Vegeta is glaring at him. As of course seen in the manga chapter, we have Kamen and Orin fight against Vegeta just as we've seen in the Dragon Ball Super anime, except only here, it looks like for now Vegeta is using just standard Super Saiyan God to hold his own. Again, it looks like Super Saiyan God, I could be wrong, but I'm only going based off of his eyes. So, as Vegeta continues to pound away at both Kamen and Orin, Lags ends up showing up, and she is a huge deciding factor in this fight, because the minute Lags actually shows up, she creates somewhat of a distraction towards Vegeta in isolating his attacks by further manipulating her glass techniques, which again do prove to be very effective in this cause as we see Vegeta begin to struggle a bit. But it is also emphasized that Lags had been in Universe 3 this entire time, and that she had been collecting energy for the Universal Seed and completely annihilating all the warriors that stood against her within Universe 3. So even then, we finally get to see the merger of Kamen and Orin in a very different way in comparison to the anime. In the anime, we saw them simply having to touch hands, and then poof, they combine their bodies. But here, they revert into somewhat of a liquid type substance in combining their bodies even more, so that's a pretty cool thing to see. And the minute we do end up getting the birth of Kamen and Orin, we see how they immediately charge towards Vegeta's direction as once more Vegeta turns into Super Saiyan Blue. So now we have Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta versus Lags and Kamen Orin. So this isn't Super Saiyan Blue evolution, which is quite different. It looks like he's not using that power right now, but nonetheless, it looks like both Lags and Kamen Orin are pushing Vegeta and causing him to actually try more, because every single one of his attacks are being isolated by Lags while he's trying to fight off against Kamen Orin. So it looks like it's somewhat of a 2-on-3 while Goku's taking care of business against Cumber himself. What I really enjoy about this is the fact that Heart actually believes that him and his team are winning, and to the eye of the viewer and beholder, it may look as if they are winning, which they kind of are, until finally Toppo ends up doing something very useful alongside Trunks, as Toppo intervenes by punching Cumber and Trunks intervenes by getting in the way of Kamen Orin. So a really good factor to consider here, especially when Toppo got in the way of helping Goku against Cumber and Trunks got in the way of helping Vegeta against Kamen Orin. But it wasn't only Trunks. Dyspo ends up swooping in, distracting Lags from further causing any harm to Vegeta and Trunks. So again, it's sort of like a team-based kind of tactic here. While Toppo and Goku Goku fight against Cumber, Vegeta, Trunks, and Dyspo end up fighting against Lags and Kaminoren. So it looks like now it's a handicap between both teams, and to be honest, they kind of need it considering the fact that Jiren is on his way there. But the minute Dyspo and Trunks gain the focus of Kaminoren and Lags, Vegeta actually attempts to once again not only attack Hearts but also attack Kaminoren. But even then we notice how Vegeta's attacks are being isolated, not just by Lags this time, but Hearts as well. So as Vegeta is trying his best to break through the cubicle barrier that of course Hearts had set up, it looks like Vegeta's attacks are immobile because he really can't do anything to further cause this giant cube to break. But meanwhile, back on the battlefield, what I truly do enjoy is seeing both Cumber and Toppo begin to take this fight serious. And serious they do, because Toppo ends up transforming into his God of Destruction mode, and Cumber finally unleashes his true power by going full powered Super Saiyan 3, breaking his shirt, tearing off all the armor from his body. We notice how both of them are going full power, while Dyspo ends up continuously fighting Lags in his attempt to stop her from further getting in the way of everyone's battle. And as all of this goes down, you can feel the intensity as everything around the landscape is beginning to shake. As Trunks finally redirects his focus towards Merge Zamasu, what I really enjoy about this is seeing how Shin is beginning to warn everyone that everything is beginning to get very unstable. So Vegeta, Goku, everyone seems to be in agreement that all of this seems to be getting out of hand as the manga chapter special comes to a close. However, due to DBS Chronicles and iCypher over on Twitter, we have an official summary for the Super Dragon Ball Heroes manga chapter, in which the details for this summary goes as follows. Goku and Vegeta stare down Hearts. Vegeta warns Goku to be careful. It seems as though Hearts can read their movements in advance. Goku goes Super Saiyan God and says that if he can't dodge, it won't matter. Hearts taunts Goku for his simple way of thinking. He fires a series of energy cubes towards Goku, stopping Goku in his tracks. Super Saiyan 3 Cumber rushes in from behind and smacks Goku into a rock. Goku goes Super Saiyan Blue and engages Cumber in a skirmish. Orin taunts Vegeta for looking so coolly with his arm crossed, as he is feeling a little full of himself for having broken free of Orin's control. As it goes on to state, "I will tell you now, I'm not going to lose in a fight." Vegeta begins to transform into Super Saiyan Blue. "You got that, kid? I'll only give you one warning. You look down on the Saiyans too much. I'm going to beat how fearsome Saiyans are into that body of yours." Vegeta rushes Orin and fires a blast after having him driven back. The blast is deflected by a wall of glass. Lags. Using the float mirror technique, Lags emerges onto the battlefield along with Kamin. Hearts says that Lags and Kamin are early and asks if they got what they were after. Kamin says it was no problem. No one in Universe 3 was too strong. Cut to Universe 3, where several members of the team of the Tournament of Power, along with the entire city, are encased in glass. As it continues, Kamin tosses Hearts a small cartilage-like device they retrieved from Universe 3. She chastises Orin for being unable to beat Vegeta, then forcibly absorbs him, claiming that playtime is over. The two reform as Kaminoren. Kaminoren attacks Vegeta and manages to put up a bit of a fight. Vegeta notes that their power has increased, but tells them not to get carried away. He powers up and blows Kaminoren backward, but before he can land the next punch, he finds his arm encased in glass as he notices Lags standing some distance away with her hands outstretched, realizing it must be her doing. According to Hearts, Lags has the ability to condense particles of sand and stone in the air to create the glass. The Glass Tribe truly is fearful. Hearts remarks that it looks like their power is significant to handle things in Universe 11 for now. He then asks Goku, still locked in battle with Cumber, if he hails from Universe 11 as well. Goku replies that he comes from Universe 7. Hearts muses that there was no need to even listen to him this time. He finds himself becoming more and more interested in Goku. Hearts calls to Zamasu and says he'll leave command to their current situation to him. Hearts has somewhere he'd need to look into, as Zamasu asks where. Hearts replies Universe 7. He decides to carry carry out one final phase of their operation there. Hearts forms a cube around himself and begins to transfer to Universe 7. Vegeta knocks Kaminoren out of his way and flies towards Hearts, but is fired upon by Zamasu. Trunk rushes to slice Zamasu's blast in half. At the same time, Toppo rushes in to fight Cumber and Dyspo zips up to Lags, asking if she's only just going to watch. Trunks tells Vegeta to stop Hearts. As once more it continues, Hearts begins to fade away in his cube as Vegeta hurtles towards it. Vegeta smashes the cube, but as it shatters, it reveals itself to be empty. Hearts had already made his escape. Toppo powers up into his God of Destruction form seen in the anime version of the Tournament of Power and tells Universe 7 to give chase. From here out, he'll protect Universe 11 by his own power. As the ground cracks beneath him, Dyspo warns Toppo that with that power, he could wind up destroying the entire planet himself. Cumber is elated and now he can enjoy an ultimate death match to his heart's content. As the battlefield shakes from Cumber and Toppo's clashing energies, Trunks asks the Daikaioshin to take his father and Goku and escape. He will remain behind to defeat Zamasu. The Daikaioshin asks Goku and Vegeta to grab hold of him. They're going to return to Universe 7 at once. Dyspo silently thanks Universe 7 for their help and wishes them good luck in battle. As the group prepares to depart, Vegeta wonders where Kaminoren ran off to. Kaminoren, some distance away from the battle, laments the great natural potential all of their opponents here seem to have. In that case, they'll show something interesting. The glass surrounding the sphere in the center of the structure Hearts and company have been carrying out begins to melt. Unleashing just a bit should be fine, right? Of the battle energy they've gathered from each universe, the Universe Seed. As it goes on to state next, the power to topple the Omni King. The Universe Seed next issue, its power is unleashed on August 2nd, 2019. So to further give you guys some context, the next manga chapter will fully be available on August 2nd, but so far right now it looks like Hearts, Goku, Vegeta, and the Supreme Kai are going to Universe 7 because it looks like Hearts is going over there to execute his final plans, as of course all of them seem to have right now the power to quote topple the Omni King, in which the next issue is going to insinuate as to how and more or less why. But all of the energy gathered so far remains in Universe 11, but since Goku and Vegeta aren't there currently, we can only assume that right now, as soon as Jiren arrives, he is going to help God of Destruction Toppo and Dyspo fight off against Kaminoren, Lags, Super Saiyan 3 Cumber, and Zamasu, as it seems to be setting up for a massive 3-on-4 battle. But we all know at this point that Jiren can most definitely handle himself absolutely fine without the assistance of anybody, but one has to ask the question as to how far they're willing to go, especially in Universe 7, in stopping Hearts from further destroying it. But Hearts does have an interesting Goku, and we're going to have to wait to see what exactly he's going to do once he gets there. But again, I want to get your thoughts in the comment section below about your thoughts on the entire fight involving God Toppo and Super Saiyan 3 Cumber, and also getting your thoughts on Goku and everyone traveling to Universe 7, because right now, going into the next few episodes, we are going to have the conclusion of the Universal Conflict arc, as of course we know in the anime that so far Lags and many of the other people that are there currently in Universe 11 are going to be traveling to Universe 3 to execute and collect more energy for their Universal Seed. But we also know that they will eventually end up going to Universe 7, and that might be the overall setting for the final battle of this entire arc if we actually get there. So again, I want to get your thoughts in the comment section below, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. If you guys are stoked, ready, and excited for more Super Dragon Ball Heroes, hell, even more Dragon Ball Super for that matter, give this video a big fat like, slap a like down below, hit that subscribe button, everybody. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all so much for listening. Tune back in for the next video, and I'll be seeing you all down in the comment section below. Have a great day, guys. Peace.
This is the Galactic Emperor of the Universe, and of course I'm here to tell you to subscribe to UnrealEntGaming.
Also follow UnrealEntGaming on these social media platforms to stay connected at all times. And if you don't, then very soon you will all be dead. Oh, did someone say UnrealEntGaming? Oh my god.
The fuck's up? Put on some clothes!
Well, why don't you put on any clothes?
What? I don't need clothes, but Jesus Christ, that's huge! What, Broly?
Frieza.
Uh-oh.
Prepare to die!